guys, myself Kinjal, and today I am here with another interesting topic which is related and most renowned in the world of manifestation, quantum leaping, and you may have heard it in your spiritual journey as well. And the topic I'm talking about is law of attraction. So if you have these questions that what is law of attraction, how does it work, what is the difference between law of attraction and manifestation, how you can use law of attraction to create your dream reality. Yes, it is possible, and I'm going to talk about this all of these things in this video. And there are a lot of people who think that law of attraction is just fake, it's a myth and it never works. So I'm also going to talk about that. So if you are interested in all of these and want to learn that how you can create your literally dream reality, you need to watch this video till the end. So without further ado, let's get started. Before I start a video, I just want to make a humble request that while you're watching it and everything that I say in this video, please keep your mind open. It's not magic, it's a law, and it works for every single person. If you are applying it in a right way, if you stick by it, if you apply it for consistent amount of time. Some people, what they do is they just try it for 1 or 2 days and then they be like it doesn't work. It works for some people, but it won't work for this situation or that situation. It literally works for every single condition. If any condition you are in, it doesn't matter what is your past, what is the pain that you are going through, it works for every single person. But some people are not patient enough, and that is why it doesn't work for them. And for some people, we are living in so much of logical world, and all of the things that I'm going to talk about, it's like you are getting electricity in your house, right? You can't see it how you are getting it, but you still get it. It's just the same when you want to manifest something in your reality. This is the law that you can apply in your life. But because so many people, and of course nobody can see how it is working, they feel like it doesn't work, and then they just become so much logical. So I just want to tell you this thing that please keep your mind open, because this works. And if you apply it just like I am talking about it in this video, you will definitely be able to manifest and attract anything you desire in your life. And because we are talking about law of attraction and manifesting things, okay, manifesting your desires, I want to talk about, I have literally manifested my mother-in-law. Like, she is the best in the world. Everything she cooks, so good. And also I always get everything prepared. Like, I literally not step into the kitchen most of the time, and I still get to eat the most delicious dishes homemade. Like, it's so I know that I have manifested my partner, but more than him, I feel like I have manifested my mother-in-law. Okay, so jokes apart, let's talk about law of attraction. So there are lot of different definition of law of attraction in the book called The Secret, by Rhonda Byrne. If you know about this book, Rhonda Byrne, I just don't know how to pronounce her name, but yeah, that is what it is. So there are a lot of different definition, but if I have to put it in a very simple words, it is like your thoughts create your reality. And what they say in the book is that there is a secret that people earlier, the most powerful people, the most successful people, the most wealthy people, they knew about this secret, and they didn't tell anybody. They just keep it a secret because they want to keep it just only to them, so they can have all the power, money, fame, everything they wanted just to them, and nobody can take it away from them. And the secret they talk about is the law of attraction. And if you want to really master this law of attraction and want to learn every single detail about it and how you can manifest any single thing, be it wealth, be it money, be it health or relationship, love of your life, or anything that you want, it is the best book to learn The Secret, where they have mentioned everything. So yes, I would highly recommend you if you want to learn really in detail about the law of attraction. So now what this law of attraction says in very simple words is that everything that is coming into your life, you have attracted it. You have attracted it through your thoughts. Anything that you are attracting, it is coming into your life through your thoughts. It doesn't matter where you are, who you are, the law of attraction is creating your entire reality again through your thoughts. Now, instead of getting sad, I really want you to take a moment and think about how liberating it is, how good it is, because up until this moment you thought that you cannot control your reality, everything is just happening because it's written in your destiny. But now, as you have known that you are the ultimate creator, because the thoughts you are thinking it, so because you are creating your reality, you have the power to change it. And how good that is, right? So literally take a moment and thank God for these, that you got this information, that you get to know about it. And I'm telling you that if you apply it correctly, you will change your reality, you will see the shifts in your 3D reality. Because if the law of attraction is creating your reality, you can literally use the same law to create a different reality, to manifest different scenarios in your life, right? So now the question is how you are going to use the law of attraction to create your dream life. So law of attraction says that like attracts like. So if you are thinking about a particular thought, you are going to have more of such similar thoughts. So let's say, for example, if you are recalling a beautiful memory with your loved one, you are thinking about how was your experience, how happy you are, how you went to some different places, how you tried different food items and you loved it. So you are going to feel happy and you are going to think about more of such happy thoughts. And similarly, if you are thinking about some sad event, some negative scenario that happened into your life, you are not only going to feel sad, but you are going to think about more of such negative events that has happened into your life or that can happen into your life. So which is like overthinking, you will went into that loop. So that's what law of attraction says, that like attracts like. So the kind of thoughts you are thinking, the more of such thoughts you are going to think. And because you know that thoughts create your reality, if you are thinking positive thoughts, you will have positive reality. And similarly, if you are constantly thinking about the negative scenarios that has already happened into your life or that may happen in your life, you will automatically attract those negative scenarios, because that's what you are thinking about all of the time, right? So at one point in time, you become what you constantly think about. How we say that that person is so negative. Why? Because by constantly thinking the negative thoughts, they have actually reached a stage where they have nothing but only negative things to say. And that is why we don't feel so good around these negative people, because all they think about is how everything is so bad in their life, or how only bad things are happening in the world. They just make you feel negative all the time. They have this negative vibes around them. When you go around them, you just feel automatically negative. Why? Because constantly by thinking this negative thoughts, they have become so negative that that's what they are all about now. So you become what you think about, and you also attract what you constantly think about. It is not like you have just thought about something for just once and it just converts into a reality. It never works like that. Your reality is a result of dominant thought that you are constantly thinking about all of the time. You may have probably understood that to create your dream reality, you only need to think about the things that you really want in your life. But what most people do here, the mistake is that they think about constantly the things that they do not want. And that is why they attract the things and the reality that they do not like, they do not want. For example, most of the time people always think about the worst case scenario. What if this goes wrong? What if that goes wrong? But you will never heard them saying that everything is going to be good. I know that it is always going to work out, because that's what it's like for me. Everything always works out in my favor. That is my most favorite line. I always say this to every single person whom I meet. I am like, I know this is going to work out for me, and if I'm not getting this, I know that I'm going to get even more better. But I was not always like that, okay? I was not always like that. I have worked on myself, and now I have reached a point where now this is what I have become. I'm the most positive person I know in my life. Okay. So yes, coming back to the point that when you constantly think about the thing that you want and make it a dominant thought, okay, every single time, because like I said that we are all human, it can happen that you sometimes get negative because like you don't get what you want, let's say, okay. So then you can also be like, but see, this didn't work. Kinjal said that it will work. It always works, but it didn't work. Maybe sometimes it doesn't work. Why? Because at that time also, universe is actually trying to protect you. Mark my words. It is either universe is trying to protect you or universe is preparing you to literally give you something really good than you have ever imagined. And sometimes also it's that universe want you to become that person who receives these things very effortlessly. Right now you are not a match for this person who have this thing. I will talk about this video in another like in detail about these things, but please understand that the law of attraction always works, but in some cases it doesn't work. It's not because it's not working or it's because you have made some mistakes or something like that. It is always a divine protection. But what this law says is that you attract what you are constantly thinking about, and sometimes it's okay to get negative, but be in that again, go in that state where you are again having this positive thoughts. Try to make it, try to change your state, do something that you start having positive thought. Maybe use music. I do it all the time when I am feeling sad or low. I use music and my mood instantly shifts, okay. So you can do anything. You can also go into nature, you can take a walk barefoot, because nature is the best healer and it can take away all of your negativity. Trust me when I say that. So yeah, you can do that, but whatever the dominant thought you have, that is what you are going to attract in your reality. Let's understand how actually this law of attraction works. It says that the thoughts that you are constantly thinking about, that's what create your reality. But how it is actually happening? Now nobody can see it how it is happening, but I can explain you in a scientific way. So, our thoughts are magnetic, and every thought has a frequency. And as you think, those thoughts are sent out in the universe and it attracts the same thing that are vibrating at the same frequency. It's like you have a Wi Fi in your home, okay. When you switch on the data in your mobile, that's when it get connected. You can't see it, but you know that this is how it works. This is the same. The kind of thoughts that you are having, it attracts the same things that are vibrating at the same frequency. So it's like your thoughts, it has a frequency, and the things that you want to attract has the frequency. And when this frequency matches, that is exactly when you attract what you are desiring. And sometimes if it doesn't match, you do not get what you want, but something lesser or even sometimes bigger than you thought. Because maybe you don't consciously know, but your the frequency of your thought is literally higher, and that is why you attract something bigger and better than what you have asked for. It has happened so many times in my life, and it is because of my thoughts. And now you may have understood that why they say that always be positive, because when you are positive, when you are feeling happy, when you are thinking about the positive thoughts, you are in that joyful state, you are literally vibrating at high frequency, and that's when you become a match for your even bigger desires. That's when you attract things effortlessly. That's when you actually become a magnet to your desires. And that is why they say that always, be positive, be happy, be in the present moment, so that you can attract your desires without putting so much of efforts and without hustling hard. But when you are in negative state, those are the very low vibration, those thoughts have a low frequency. So that is why you do not either attract what you want or you attract something that you do not want in your life. So I hope that you have understood what is law of attraction and how it works. Now what is the difference between law of attraction and manifestation? I think you also get it, that manifestation is like whatever the desire you have, and when you get it into your reality, that's when we say it manifestation. And to manifest something, the law we use most of the time is law of attraction. And now if some people have questioned that if law of attraction works or not, I have said many times it has worked for every single person who have used it in a right way. It has worked for me every single time. I have used it correctly. So if you have any other question, please drop me a DM on my Instagram. You can comment here as well. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Happy manifesting, my love. Bye bye.